We begin on a Monday morning with that deadly shooting spree in Afghanistan, allegedly orchestrated by U.S. soldier. NBC's chief foreign correspondent Richard Engel is with us here in New York. He's got the latest. Richard, good morning.
Good morning. That suspect has been identified as a 38-year-old, a staff sergeant, a veteran of multiple combat tours, based in Seattle at Joint Base Lewis McChord. It was a horrendous act of rage. The shooting spree was both prolonged and methodical. Afghans drove away bodies after an American staff sergeant left his base around 2 a.m., walked hundreds of yards to nearby Afghan homes, and went door to door, executing any Afghan he could find. Witnesses say 9 of the killed were children, some shot in bed while sleeping. In this truck under a blanket, locals say is the body of a 2-year-old. Was this child a Taliban? Believe me, I have never seen a 2-year-old Taliban, she says. In a trailer behind, more blankets, more bodies. The same in another van. Several witnesses claim there was more than one shooter in this rural Taliban stronghold near Kandahar. U.S. and NATO officials say only one person appears to have been involved and quickly apologized.
We deplore any attack by a member of the U.S. Armed Forces against innocent civilians and denounce all violence against civilians. We assure the people of Afghanistan that the individual or individuals responsible for this terrible act will be identified and brought to justice.
NBC's Atiya Abawi is in Kabul.
The killings in Kandahar has added rage and fury to the already boiling over anti-American sentiment here, and it has many people questioning how it'll affect the U.S.-Afghan strategic partnership beyond 2014. But one thing that's clear is that now the Afghan government has the upper hand in any sort of negotiations.
In images too graphic to broadcast, several victims showed severe burns. Locals claim the American sergeant entered 3 separate homes, opened fire, and then tried to burn a number of the bodies. A room does show evidence of fire. There are bullet casings on the floor. 11 civilians were killed in one house, 4 people killed in another house, and in a third house, 1 person was killed, he says. The attack comes just 3 weeks after U.S. troops burned copies of the Quran, triggering deadly riots. That incident, U.S. officials say, wasn't an act of malice, but an accident. This murderous rampage will be much harder to explain. U.S. officials are struggling to contain this. They are promising swift justice. The Taliban is also promising revenge.
All right, Richard Engel here in New York. Richard, thank you very much.